Listen, the father's even saying it, and he had them both. Those are product of his environment. Chasity and Chrisean are his biological children. Let's not get it messed up about that crazy stuff that China was saying the other day on her live when she first came back on live, just stirring up controversy. Now she's stirring up, oh, that's not the biological father of Chrisean. Why? Because she's light skinned? Like kids can't come out light skinned with a dark skinned father? I'm not going to get into all that, but the father's even saying this about Chasity. So stop flip flopping and retracting stuff that y'all was saying right along with me a couple of months ago when Chriseanrock was in jail, and y'all was wanting to do petitions to get her off of social media and also get her locked up, put her back in jail where you feel she belongs. Just make it make sense.
How did she find out about that? And how is you telling people Chrisean's daughter could bring certain conditions? Like, you think this girl chasing that and Chris?
Jealousy is a mother.
Yep, and the own father saying it.
Like, you're not
That's
even
crazy.
gaining nothing from Chrisean. What am I going to gain?
I ain't getting nothing from Chrisean.
That's why they stealing.
She ain't even understand what she did.
And she stole hella shit.
She did Chrisean wrong.
She been doing it wrong. When they was down there in Cali, they tried to.
The father's even saying it.
Girl.
Another video, but before I stop, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that that notification bell is on with the option all. So when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Also, make sure to leave a comment on this video. So getting directly into it, you can read the post while I state what the receipts are presenting. First and foremost, I'm not going to go back and forth with a flip-flopper. I'm just not doing it. Now we are, because we all thought at one point in time, now it has been confirmed from someone she was an associate with or friend who's from the same state, who has stayed the night or lived in with Chasity right after her baby's father had passed away. May he rest in peace. And trust and believe, there's a lot of things. Now, I'm not trying to say this dude that came out and exposed Chasity is a great person either, because it took him to get mad to say some of the things that he said. But you know what? Everything that happens in the dark comes to the light. It has came to the light, and people are trying to deflect, and we cannot stay stuck on the deflect. You need to ask yourself, reading this post, and also I want you to listen to the audio between this dude, because he clearly knows the family. And he clearly knows Chriseanrock's father and Chastity's father. And he also didn't include his own daughter when he mentioned Petey, Tareen, and Tessa. He basically was saying those are the ones that truly care, genuinely are concerned for Chriseanrock. Maybe this will enlighten and change a lot of the flip-floppers, or even if you're not a flip-flopper, someone who feels as though, well, Chrisean Jr. shouldn't have been brought up in this. No, he was brought up, and it was important that this was brought up because there are some, probably they're alleged or they could be factual information. How would this dude know to tell it unless somebody that's inside the circle has mentioned it? How would they know? And then if you read this article, gives a breakdown of how many people in the circle of Baltimore all know about the condition, allegedly, of this child, when we know that Chrisean don't go around talking about what's going on with the son, because she already knows the backlash she's going to get if she was to do that. That's why we don't see her when she's taking him to doctor's appointments, and we shouldn't, because whether or not she shows that happening, which is like a vlogging, vlog on social media type content, it's just can still land her in a lot of trouble because she got a lot of haters. But if any of these things are factual about these alleged medical conditions, she's exposed. Chasity is once again exposed. And we know that Chriseanrock, it ain't no exposed to her, because we know Chriseanrock knows the people in her family that ain't ish. they don't amount up to nothing. And she loves him unconditionally, but she feeds him with a long handle and spoon. We can tell by how when she does talk about them, she's very transparent with the public about it. She, goes in for a little while, then she comes back out of it. At the end of the day, that's still her blood. Chasity is on that list that she knows that Chasity has an alternative motive. Y'all need to stop paying attention.
I'm talking about I'm clout chasing and woo pops. How much time I came here chasing?
He's talking. The dude that 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 is talking. I hope I'm saying his name right that he goes by. And I'm also going to make sure I put his channel link in the description box of my video and all videos that I do on him. He's talking to Chrisean's father. This is part one. Another piece of evidence, as I would call it, of the disrespect and expose on Chastity's part.
What the fuck chasing is in?
Right.
Chrisean ain't nobody.
She not even doing nothing for y'all.
She ain't nobody.
So my
I made her.
What I'm saying is, she got mad because I gave Chrisean some weed for free on Mother's Day. And Chrisean ended up giving me $50. And I'm like, at first I'm like, no. She like,
he's confirming what he said on his video
to
her blood. He's confirming what he said on his video to her blood, which is her father. He might not be ish either, because he's probably big mad that Chrisean don't be giving her family money like that. She probably started at the beginning, but she knew that was going to become a problem. There's a whole bunch of them. And they're all going to have a story or be calling to see how she's doing, but they're really trying to see what spirit she's in at the time so that they can beg for money. You already get how that goes. I got people in my family that do it. I just recently, I ain't going to say no names because y'all will think I'm real greasy. But it's not that. Even if I did say who this person was, that is definitely my blood. I got them something, for Mother's Day. I'm sorry, for their birthday. We're not even talking about Mother's Day when I got them a gift. And because they sent me a picture of what they wanted, which was $50 less, and it was designer, it was a label. I spent $100, and that's still too much. But I said maybe for Christmas, that's what I'll get them for Christmas. But it's like, when do you ever do for me? This person don't never do for me. Ain't never spent that kind of money I've spent over the years because I'm able to do it financially because of the position I put myself in, whether it was social media, well, it's always social media, but before even YouTube, I've always been a contract worker, working from home, logging into a computer, getting contract work where I'm paying at the end of the year for taxes because I'm my own boss. Okay. Doing contract work for blue chip companies. I've always done social media, got my money on social media, which pays way more than the average 9-to-5 job. I've been able to bless. I'm more of a giver than a receiver. I know God is gonna have my back 100-fold. I feel good when I get. Because I know that God understands my heart. He's going to make sure I'm okay. That's the only blessings I want from anybody.
And, I don't even trip. I'm used to it.
It's just sad, me, bro. We good, though, Pop. Listen, we good, bro. Man, Chasity, all day. Man, you got it. All love, bro. I got kids, all that. Yeah. She just aggravating, keep poking at me. And I can't do nothing about it.
And you know what? She's really the baby girl.
Cause she got the fans.
Chrisean was a mistake.
Chrisean real. Man, Chrisean sat in my car and smoked weed. Like we was talking. That's where it started. When she said,
she went to jail?
Why?
Me about being a convict.
Why? But you know.
Her mother helped her lie and all this. When her mother sat down and told her the truth and then did it in front of me, Chrisean got mad.
Oh,
because she found out that everything was a lie.
So she gonna find out more stuff's a lie. She's finding out now.
Now she trying
to write it.
She trying to write.
Because she don't know how to write it.
She got her. And I don't even trip. I'm got her. She gonna have to do it on her own. I'm not gonna.
Like, I'm your father. Like, I'm not gonna chase you.
Come on, man.
You know how much time we done chase Chrisean, Chasity, Chrisean here, Chrisean out there, we pull up. You chasing that, man.
Jealousy is a mother.
Yep, and the own father saying it.
Like, you're not even gaining nothing from Chrisean. What am I gonna gain?
I ain't getting nothing from Chrisean.
That's why they stealing.
She ain't even understand what she did.
And she stole hella shit.
He did Chrisean wrong.
He been doing it wrong. When they was down there in Cali, they tried to
The
something like
father's
that to
even
rob
saying
that
it.
girl. How
Listen, the father's even saying it, and he had them both. Those are product of his environment. Chasity and Chrisean are his biological children. Let's not get it messed up about that crazy stuff that China was saying the other day on her live when she first came back on live, just stirring up controversy. Now she's stirring up, oh, that's not the biological father of Chrisean. Why? Because she's light skinned? Like kids can't come out light skinned with a dark skinned father? I'm not going to get into all that, but the father's even saying this about Chasity. So stop flip flopping and retracting stuff that y'all was saying right along with me a couple of months ago when Chriseanrock was in jail, and y'all was wanting to do petitions to get her off of social media and also get her locked up, put her back in jail where you feel she belongs. Just make it make sense.
did she find out about that? And how is you telling people Chrisean's daughter could bring certain conditions? Like, you think this girl...
Know that
But
for sure.
my thing is, sis, you my sister. I'm doing for you on the strength of trauma. Everything trauma can't do, I'm doing it.
She gonna have to do it on her own. I'm not gonna.
First of all, that man never spoke on that baby, nor did I. Nobody never spoke on the baby. The only thing I said was, Chasity Baltimore that don't know Chrisean at all, know what's going on with her child, all the conditions and all that. My problem was with Chasity, not Chrisean, not everybody she trying to add and all that. No, I did everything I did because you're not about to keep getting all my Instagrams taken away from me. Like, let me tell you, not about to bully me. First of all, that man never spoke on the father. Like, she going Instagram talking about.
So I went back to part 1 because I got so sidetracked saying stuff to you guys that I didn't play the full conversation. So it's gonna start from the beginning, but I don't care that I'm playing this over again, this part 1, because sometimes I wonder how much of this video are you viewing to absorb the information. You know, people, and these are grown folks looking at these videos, they have ADHD so bad, and you can always tell who is even watching these videos to absorb the information, how they even comment on my comment section of these videos. I can just spot out who just clicked on the video and didn't even listen to the video. You just don't like me and don't know me from a can of paint, never see me in the flesh, and want to have something to say to be seen or to be heard.
I'm clout chasing and woo pops. How much time I came here
chasing what? What clout chasing is in?
Right.
Chrisean ain't nobody.
She not even doing nothing for y'all.
She ain't nobody.
So my
point is,
what I'm saying is, she got mad because I gave Chrisean some weed for free on Mother's Day. And Chrisean ended up giving me $50. And I'm like, at first I'm like, no. She like, I got money, I'm rich, bro. Like, I know I don't take handouts from people. Right. She was throwing a shot at Chasity and China.
Yeah, because Chasity
but
takes
I took it because I'm really in the everyday. I'm in Baltimore. Right. Then who wouldn't take $50 from Chrisean?
I'm gonna tell you something real crazy.
Bro.
Terrain and Tessa and that little boy P, the ones who really showed me that they really care.
Yeah.
Not about what can happen for them, what can go for them, but about man. Like,
she going Instagram talking about I'm clout chasing and woo pops. How much time I came here chasing
what? What clout chasing is in?
Right.
Confirmed it to me. I don't care what nobody says, that he feels Petey, Tareen, and Tessa are the only ones that genuinely show that they care. It's not about the game or what they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, what they're gonna get out of it. It's about them genuinely caring. So it really brings me to another position with Tareen. I mean, not Tareen, with Tessa, when she came on there crying because she must have expressed to Chriseanrock what she was going through. That is her sister, and she knows that if anybody could help her, and this, if it was, I know it was real. I'm not gonna say if, I believe in my heart that it was real. I'm quite sure she expressed that to her sister, and her sister was like, "Yeah, sis, you could cook. I'm gonna drop some money on a restaurant. You gonna cook in a restaurant, and obviously it was supposed to happen within allegedly a certain amount of time, and her sister was, expecting that to happen and for that, around that time. Which, like I always say, man, if you wait around, like my mother always tells me, for something to happen, you ain't gonna have nothing. And it fell through because it hasn't happened yet. And she had like a breakdown because at that time she was going through some financial struggles. But see, one thing I will say about the Malones, they've been through so much, they're strong, but I think that some of them are using their power in the wrong way. That strong part that they had to be a fighter, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that they're using that power in the wrong way. And I think Chasity is using that power in the wrong way. And she's being manipulative, and she's trying to get what she can gain, whatever you want to call it. And she's doing it any means necessary. And that's, to me, a slime ball. You got that street mentality in you, but you shouldn't be wanting to do that to your blood. And this is where we get the game messed up. This is where Chassie has got the game messed up. And she likes being this way because in the street, she's going to get blessed for that. But low key, people are not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. As soon as you walk away, they're saying, yeah, she from the street, she's gutter. But if she'll do that to her own family, I don't trust the B. Trust me, they're saying that. But she's so lost in the sauce, she don't get that when she turns her back, they're talking about her.